Welcome to the C programming example, which is about if statement. If statement. Here we will see what is the format of if statement, if else statement, if else if statements also. So first we'll go one by one. First we'll consider simple one without using any if. So remember these are common statements. So whenever you want these statements not to be executed, they have to be placed in the comments like this /star, here // that means whatever that is present in between this /star and // that will be treated as a comment and they will not be executed. Now what we are doing here, you have this just one printf statement and scanf statement. All the remaining things are in comments. All the remaining things are comments. Let me do it. Build it. So let me execute. So what is the value of n? Say 5. Okay. It is taking the value 5 and nothing is printed because we have not printed. If you want to print the value of n, you should have a printf statement which prints the value of 5. So we have not included that one. That's why nothing is printed. Press any key to continue. I am pressing the key. I'll go to the program. Here you can see printf statement is there and you are reading the value of n. But you are not printing it. If you want to print it, you can have printf %d within the double quotes, comma followed by and n, not and n, just n, because whenever you are reading, you have to supply this ampersand. Ampersand should precede the variable name. So because you have to give the address. Whereas whenever you are printing, you need not give it. You can just write printf within the double quotes, say format specifier here because it is integer %d, comma followed by the variable name. So no ampersand. So n. So like that you can do it. Now let us improve it. I am removing these comments. Now just simple if statement. If condition, something has to be executed. Otherwise, don't execute. So what we are doing here, if the value of n is 1, printf the value of n is 1. We just print it. So this is the only statement that is present here within the if statement. So if you want to include multiple statements, then you have to enclose those statements within the flower brackets. Remember this statement, printf, this is the statement outside if statement, is not part of if. So if you give the value of n as 1, we should get it. We should get this statement to be printed. Otherwise, this statement should not be printed. Let us check it. Let me give the value of n as 1. Okay. You can see here what is printed. The value of n is 1. That is printed. And also, this is the statement outside if statement. That is also printed. Let's go and check again. So, because we have given the value of n. So, remember this is the comparison operator. Here it is not the assignment operator. It is the comparison operator. If the value of n equal to 1, then the value of n is 1. This statement is printed. And whether the value of n is 1 or not, this statement is always executed. If n equal to 1, we want to print it. Otherwise, you don't want to print it. Let me again execute it. Now I give the value of n as 2. What is printed? This is the statement. Outside if statement is printed. That is the only statement that is printed. That means whenever n value is 2, so this condition becomes false. N equal to 1 because 2 is not equal to 1. 2 equal to 1 means it is false. Because it is false, this statement is not executed. Only this statement is executed. So that is simple if statement. Okay, next. Let me put it in the comments. And we consider the if else statement. Now we have two conditions. If n equal to 1, print it. Otherwise you print that n is not 1. So if n equal to 1, print the value of n is 1. If otherwise or else, the value of n is not 1. So let us build it. Let us execute it. Let me give value of n. So what is printed? The value of n is 1. That is printed. So when n value is 1, here we are reading when n value is 1. So this statement is printed. The value of n is 1. Now let us give some other value. So n value is 5. Then here you can see the value of n is not 1. The statement is printed. That means else part is executed. Else part is executed. If n equal to 1, if this condition is true, this statement is executed. If this condition is false, this statement is executed. This is regarding the if else statement. If else statement. Now let us again improve it. Let us again improve it. So I will also consider else if. Else if. What we are doing here, if n equal to 1, print the value of n is 1. Else if n equal to 2, print the value of n is 2. Else if n equal to 3, print the value of n is 3. Else the value of n is not 1, 2, 3. So n equal to 1, 1 is printed. N equal to 2, 2 is printed. N equal to 3, 3 is printed. Otherwise, n is not 1, 2, 3 is printed. Let us try it. Build it, and then execute it. Execute it. So 1, the value of n is 1. So when n equal to 1, the value of n is 1. That is printed. Remember, note that these statements are not executed. These statements are not executed. Now let me give the value of n as 2. N as 2. What is happening? The value of n is 2 is printed. That means n equal to 1, it becomes false. So because it becomes false, this statement is not executed, and then next else if statement is executed. If n equal to 2, yes, n equal to 2, the value of n is 2. Similarly, let's give the value of n as 3. So what is the expected output? The value of n is 3. So this statement is executed. Let me give some other value. Let me give some other value. I will give the value as say some 7. So value of n is not 1, 2, 3. So this statement is executed. Okay. So what you write here is up to you. What you write here is up to you. But whatever may be the case, so these statements will be executed depending on whether the condition is satisfied or not. Depending on condition is satisfied or not. This is regarding if else if. Now the other one what we are doing, initially we were reading the value of n. After reading the value of n, we are also here reading the value of m, and we are checking. So if you write like this, that means this if statement is enclosed within this if statement. So this is the total statement that is part of this if statement. This statement is part of this statement. So if n equal to 1, m equal to 1. Let me try. I will give the value of n as 1, m also 1. What is printed? The value of n is 1 and m is 1. That is printed. Okay. This statement is executed because n equal to 1 is true. Then it is because this statement is within this one. If m equal to 1, it is also true. So n m values are printed. Now if n is not equal to 1 or if m is not equal to 1, this statement will not be executed. Let us try it. Execute. N is 1, m is 2. Nothing is printed because both the conditions are to be satisfied here. Similarly, I will give some other value. N is 2, m is 1. Here also nothing is printed because this entire statement is part of this if statement. You can say this is the nested if statement. Nested if statement. Nested if statement. I will put it this one also in comments. Okay. Nest. The other one, So what is the difference here? If n equal to 1, then if m equal to 1, this statement is printed. This otherwise the value of n is, and the value of n is, both statements are printing the value of n and m. But how it is executed? How it is executed? If n equal to 1 and if m equal to 1, this statement will be executed. If n is not equal to 1, if n is not equal to 1, this entire statement will not be executed. This entire statement will not be executed. If n equal to 1, but if m not equal to 1, this else part will be executed. Remember, this else part, though we are not using the bracket, this else part, dangling else solution. What is the dangling else solution? Else part is associated with the nearest if. That means this else is associated with this if, not this if. Okay, let me try to execute. Execute. N equal to 1, m equal to 1. So the value of n is 1 and m is 1. So that means this statement is executed. Okay, this statement is executed. Let me give other values. Build, execute. N equal to 1, m equal to 2, then nothing is printed. Nothing is printed. Why? If n equal to 1, what is printed? If n equal to 1 and m equal to 2, nothing is printed. Why? So if n equal to 1, this is some issue. If n equal to 1, okay, this is because n equal to 1, we are entering this one. If m equal to 1, if m equal to 1, no, because m is not equal to n, so the else part should be executed. What is happening? Why the else part is not executed? N equal to 1, m equal to 1. Why the else part is not executed? What to make? There is error. Let me check once again. Let me check n1, m3. This statement has to be executed. Why it is not executing? Why it is not executing? What is the issue? If m equal to 1. What is the issue? Let me check with other cases. 2. Okay, because n is 2, this statement should not be executed, so this will skip. But if n equal to 1 and if m equal to 1, this statement should be executed. If n equal to 1 and if m not equal to 1, also not equal to 1, this statement should be executed, because this else will be associated with the nearest if. What is happening? Let me check. Let me put it like this. Build, execute, build, execute, 1, 2. Okay, there is some issue with this one. I think indentation. The IDE is using some kind of indentation. The value of n is 1 and m is 2. This is the statement outside if statement that is printed. Okay, that's okay. So indentation by default in Turbo C, etc. is not necessary. What is happening? Let me check again. Build. Did we build? After building, we have to execute. Oh, the problem is there is no problem with the program actually. There is no problem with the program actually. The issue is we have to compile it. We have to compile it, recompile it, and then we have forgotten to compile it. We have forgotten to compile it. Okay, that's why that is happening. Now let us build again and then let us execute. N equal to 1, m equal to 1. The value of n is 1 and m is 1. So before enabling this code, actually after enabling this code, immediately I should build it, because this code has to be executed. But what we did, actually it is little tricky, but what we did actually, we were executing this one, so I just removed the comments for this part, and I have put this one in comments, but I have not compiled, I have not generated the object code. Without generating the object code, I am executing. That means the previous object code is being taken. That means what was happening is, so effectively we were executing this. Okay. So if you make any changes, the lesson you learn from this one, because of the mistake, because of the failure, is you have to compile the code whenever you do any kind of modification. First compile and then execute. Without compiling, don't execute. So this is regarding if-else statement. So the next one is if-else only, but we are trying with the logical operators. So double ampersand or not. These are the logical operators. What we are doing here, if A and B are true, then we are printing both are non-zero. Here we will be considering numerical values only. These are declared as integers. Y means, so in C language, anything other than 0 is true. Okay, if A value is 1, 2, 3, 4 or -1, -2, -3, whatever it be, this value will be true. Let us check. That means if both are true, this will be executed. If one of these is true, one of this A and B is true, then this will be executed. If A is true, this will not be executed. If A is false, this will be executed. Let us give the values. Build it and then execute. Let us give the value of A1, B2. Both are non-zero. That is printed. Both are non-zero. This is printed. This is printed because both A and B are 1, 1. So what is this is true. So this one is printed. It goes here. Remember, we are not using any else part. So this statement will also be executed. So if A or B, so A is true, B is true. So A or B is also true. That's why this statement is also printed. Because A is true, not of A is false, this statement is not printed. Let me check again. Okay, A is 1, B is 2. So both are non-zero is printed. At least one of it is non-zero is also printed. That means this statement is executed because both are true. This will be true. This statement is executed. So in case of A or B, both are true. So A or B is also true. So this statement is executed. Okay, now let us make 1 as 0. Build it for convenience. So I will give A as 0 and B as 1. So at least one of it is non-zero is printed. A is 0 is printed. So if A or B, so this is printed. If this becomes true, and because A is 0, this becomes true. Not of A is true. So this is A is 0 is printed. Thank you for joining.